Welcome back to Delayed. Let's play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. It's only the second part of this LP. It's gonna take a while to get used to saying that, really. But it's only the second part of this LP and got lag on the freaking, like, you know, hitting the record button. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. Anything up here, old man? That's an alpha gate as well. If there's something that you can target and you're trying to turn around, pain in the ass. Oh, it does work. Ah. Okay. Because like I said, I don't even know what you'd call that. I always refer to them as analog sticks, because I'm so used to calling them that. But the yellow one, what would it count as? Because it's a bit different, but it's kind of the same. But essentially, the top of it, it's not there. But I can still move it anyway, because it's still there. It's just like the bit, you know, the actual... It's expressions, man. It doesn't, it's essentially like, it's broken, but it works. I don't know how else to describe it. The bit like, it's not the stick bit, it's the other bit of it, you know, right at the top of it, where you move it, the bum, and whatever. It's not there, essentially. All that remains is part of the stick, and it seems to still function despite that. Should we? Shall we? Maybe. Why not? Oh, if I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero. When did you get so old? You must build strong muscles from now on. Strong muscles. You have come at the perfect moment. I was just trying my rolling attack. Allow me to teach it to you. Are you ready? Just roll as fast as you can, then press A. That is how you perform a rolling attack. If you think you understand, then try to roll into the wall. Go on, young one. You know, that's another thing in Skyward Sword that I don't really like, is how the roll works in that. Because you have to actually, you know, use the nunchuck and run at the same time. I mean, technically you do that in this, but I find it more easier with a normal control pad. Yeah. Such a rocket control keep going! You're not even a fight shot, you hooligan! Well, I thought that already happened. I mean, it broke. How was anything else to fall? Ah, my brother upstairs is very high-strung. His is the way of knowledge. He locks himself in his room and studies all day. He is quite wise, but with that big head of his, he is hardly accommodating. On top of it all, he is so very feeble. At times I am ashamed to call him my brother. But enough of that, Link. I sense the natural talent that beats in your veins. But you need some more talent to make it in the world today. You must also be bold, and to that end I shall teach you the art of swordplay. What say you? Do you wish to practice your skills with a sword? Yeah, why not? It's like when my grandma's like, "Where's Link, damn it?" Very good, your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press A. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. Wrong! Press only B. Oh, I get it. Good, keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Very good, next is the vertical slice. Hold L to target me, then press A, B. Keep swinging. Very good, next is the thrust. L target and tilt up and press B. Come at me, thrust with your swords. Very good, keep thrusting. Suggestive. Oh, the rabbit like tilting. It's one of those awkward controls. Good, that is enough. It is as I foresaw. One day you shall become a master of the sword, but it is still too soon to give you a sword to carry around with you. I'm afraid I cannot give you one yet. Look at those bloody... Is that a harpoon? If I did give you one, I am certain your grandmother would be quite upset with me, and I do not need that. But if for any reason you feel you need more training, then come see me again. I see that over there. I can't have it. What's that? A knight's crest? Does that intrigue you, young man? Young one. Or whatever. It is still too early to discuss such things with you. But if you happen to come across 10 of those, show them to me, then I can tell you what they are and what they do. But I will only speak if you get 10 of them. I forget what they do, so yeah. Every Zelda game tends to have some form of collectibles. Is there any other houses that I haven't checked? Pretty small, but you know, that's usually how Zelda games are, at least. Yep. Exploration. Screw it, it's just like, we'll talk to everyone but Grandma, like literally everyone. Beedle. Sup? Oh! I like how in Skyward Sword he still has the same voice. Oh, a customer! Welcome to Beedle's shop. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. I wonder if in this one it's the same, like, if you don't buy anything... He probably does have the same reaction where he's like, oh... But he also has this, well, I'll buy something, so we'll get to hear it. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? Oh, just use this, blah, blah, blah. Baked bag, all-purpose bait. You can't buy this anywhere else, only here. I'm serious. Now's your chance. Buy, 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 buy. I forget what it does. Let's buy the bait bag. Will you buy it? You got the bait bag. You can keep plenty of bait as convenient satchel. It has 8 pouches for storing baits. And press all this shit. I can't bear reading that.
Thank you!
Thank you! You're the greatest. I'll never forget you. I'm going to make a members card just for you. When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. My voice is all over the place in the scatter. My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you, I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. Oh, just browse. Got all-purpose bait. Animals will be drawn to the government pet food the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Oh yeah, there's another thing you use bait for as well that doesn't just involve, you know, just pigs, so it does actually have uses outside of it. Set the bait.
Thank you!
Yes, thanks to you. Now you have 2 points saved up. You should try to save up 30 points. My voice is just chaos. I'll buy this as well. What does it do? This special bait allows... Oh, it's bait. Oh, control... Oh, yeah! I remember now. Choose your bait bag on the screen and set it to blind. Use it. When control seagulls, tap A to flap your wings and accelerate, press R to quit.
Thank you!
Yes, thanks to you. Now you have 3 points saved up. You should try to save up 30 points in blah.
Bye!
Come again! I remember like this one video on YouTube. There's like, I don't know how long the video is, maybe like 10 minutes or something of this Beedle saying thank you. Anything in the mail? Good morning! Welcome to the island postal service. What do you have for delivery? Talking mailbox. We suddenly entered the world of Earthbound, have we? I think there's actually something underneath here. Maybe. Ooh. We're gonna enter the house in a non-traditional way. Oh wait. It's the basement! Oh, orange ruby 100! Your face is beaming! Just whether these are worth 100 rubies, my god! I'm expecting to be another red ruby, but with the sound effect is like, no, it's something different. I wonder when was the last time someone came down here. It's like, look at the, well, it's not like this would be a location you casually go in. You have to freaking crawl in here. I mean, we're already kind of rich by this point in the game, really, aren't we? Of course, things get more expensive later on. I gotta do it. It's tradition in a Zelda, and you gotta throw a couple of pops every now and then. They always respawn, which is weird when you think about it. Grandma! Grandma! Look at that picture of Link and Aryll there. Wait, is there enough? Yeah. Is it? No, that's Aryll, isn't it? Right on the wall there. They have the same eyes, but you can tell the difference there. So a bit of a nose. This is our own house, after all. So you got a double bed. How the hell do you get up to that bed? You'd have to jump. Actually, let's see if we can do that. I can't get up to the bed above. I imagine the top bed must be Link's. I mean, I can't imagine it being Grandma's. How the hell would she go about climbing up there? Could be Aryll's as well, but I doubt it. There you are, Grandma. Look at that smile. I've been waiting for you, Link. Link. Try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. Expressions. You got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Yeah, it does seem like a rather warm island, doesn't it? It's like, do I have to? His face. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. The Ocarina of Time version of Link, to be exact. Can see more images on the wall there. Nice. How old is Link, though? Like, when he becomes the, like, in Ocarina of Time? Because there's not there's no, like, point where it's like, oh, Link is at a certain age where he becomes the hero. It's not like Pokemon where it's just like, oh, you're old enough to get at Pokemon now, fuck off. It's just like, go on adventures and shit. But like, there's like Skyward Sword and I think the new one as well, Breath of the Wild. Then there's Twilight Princess, and technically Ocarina of Time has the adult Link section as well of the game. So it's like, it's not like he's always like a kid at the start. Well, I don't even know what I'm trying to freaking point on there. It's just like, they don't have to just be like, well, this is just because it's like carrying on the legend from Ocarina of Time. But whatever, I'm just rambling now. I'm always rambling. You only have to wear it for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. It's not like you are going to turn out to be the legendary hero. Oh no. It's just for the sake of it. In the olden days, this was the day before the boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from these days. I wonder if the other kids on the island, like the other two boys, end up like a couple of years later get the same treatment with all this. Did he literally just get changed in front of her, or did he just put it over his clothes that he was wearing? It's just like, stuff like that kind of like, makes me wonder in games. It's like, did he really just freaking undress and dress right in front of her casually like it's nothing? Does all this make sense to you? Yeah. Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly, a perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Can you imagine this house filled with everyone? Did you say town or village or islands? It's just a little island village, really, isn't it? Your grandma's going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now go get your sister Aryll. What is it, Link? Go call Aryll for me. Well, I don't have a phone, so I guess I'll have to... Wait, no, wow. I want to look at the wall. What we got? Aryll looking out at sea with a telescope. Well. Is it a telescope? Or was this something else? I'm having a brain fart here. Then you got Grandma, then you got Aryll, Grandma, and Link. Who took these pictures anyway? This game does actually have, you know, some technology that makes sense, but it's these pictograph things that we'll see later on. Wow. Now we must talk to everyone again. It's like, screw it, we'll delay our freaking progress. The secret to lift in jars is blah. I don't care that you're wearing green now. Wild animals. I'm not gonna say anything different. Just get on with it, man. Get on with it. Or you'll have that freaking scene from Monty Python telling you to get on with it. There's one difference there. That kid over there is, you know, over there on the outside of the village. So what those clothes hot? Yeah, just don't freaking get the snot covered on it. I can hear him trotting behind me. Snot trotters at it again. Look over there, over the horizon, you can actually see another island. Actually, what button was it? Yeah, that. Look at that. I like it. Another thing that I complain about with Skyward Sword is you don't have a little map on screen that you can do that. You always have to open the map. I like it when the map is like right in the corner. I mean, you can get rid of it by doing that. But you can always just have it come up while you're like, so you don't have to constantly be freaking opening the map to check the location. There's one place with loads of quicksand pits where the map comes in handy. But you gotta do that all the time. It's annoying.
Ahoy, big brother!
You know, I just realized I haven't played Link's Awakening before, but I think apparently like Aryll was going to be named after a character from Link's Awakening, and the more I look at it, the more it makes sense because apparently like from what I've seen of Link's Awakening, the character in question seemed to like seagulls as well, so it kind of would fit really. Also, that game has like, I've never played it, but I was like listening to the Ballad of the Windfish and Hares, a beautiful piece of music that.
Did Grandma make that outfit for you? Oh wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat though. So anyway, Link, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second? I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday!
You got the telescope? Yeah, here's the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it daily. Even got seagulls on the side of it. Look at that smile. Said it blah-de-blah-de-blah, whatever the blah.
So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Well, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over at our house from here. Don't you know how to use my telescope? It's really easy to use, big brother. Press start, pause, and then set a treasure to blah-de-blah-de-blah telescope, I mean. On the ice screen, then press the button, and then
instructional dialogue, just like whenever I read the characters' dialogues, it just becomes more jumbled when that happens.
Hey, what's that, big brother? Are you looking at the red post box?
Oh yeah, you got the zoom, haven't you?
Big brother, are you usually zoom in? Because you should be. Big brother, blah 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 blah.
That guy. Oh.
Postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? Ah, Link, the sky, look up in the sky.
It's a giant ass bird carrying something. That bird is going about the same pace as a freaking loftwing. Those things feel so slow with how vast the sky is and there's barely anything in it. Got smacked right in the face, that, didn't you? Look at the outside of those trees, man. It's just freaking paper.
This is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Oh, what are you going to do if you go into the forest and a big bird attacks you? You need someone to fight it off with.
The minimum voice acting is like, because apparently Breath of the Wild has like proper voice acting. I don't know to what extent though, obviously. But I've always kind of liked that in the Zelda games. They have that like, they have the voices, but then like not actually reading their lines. They're just kind of like to make it so the characters seem a bit more lively. Without it, it just kind of feels a bit flat, wouldn't it? Just silence.
So what are you doing?
Trying to avoid your snot. That's what I'm trying to do. Reminds me of this one minigame in Link Between Worlds, where you got to dodge a bunch of cuckoos. Imagine if it was a snot kid instead.
Wow! I ain't got nothing to say, Link. Just wow. Wowee. Wow.
What's that? Oh. Rats. Wait, but you don't have a pot on your head.
What was that noise? It was awful. You'd better return home quickly. A sound like that can only mean trouble. You know what I'd do if trouble came my way? I'd throw rocks to fight it off. You could handle that, couldn't you? It's easy to just stand in front of a rock and press A to lift it, then press A again to throw it. If you want to send the rock back down, press R. Do you understand?
You know, it's like the characters are more animated, but surely you can do something about the smile. It's like you can't smile when saying something where you're just like worried. Show some more emotions. Like that, for example.
Link, what's the matter? What happened? Where is Aryll? I know she's a good girl who behaves herself, but she's still just a child. You mustn't let your eyes off of her.
Try to clam. I think... No. Not yet, but eventually we will get that shield. I think we gotta go talk to Thingamabob first. Orca or whatever his name was. Think about it. I wonder if these characters have names that fit the sea, because Orca sounds, you know, like Orca whale. Except it's got an extra O for some reason.
Oh, what is the matter, Link? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Link? Have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the swords?
Will you give me the sword after this, though?
Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. We'll do this again. Ha! I'm not even gonna read it. I know what to do, old timer. Very good. Now, target me. Beat the shit out of me. Very good. Now do the other one. That is not the correct one! You gotta do exact controls. It's really awkward. There we go. Next is the spin attack. Hold B briefly to build up your strength. Then release it or rotate once and press B. You're trying to do the other one. You shouldn't do that. Yeah. Very good. More. Keep it up. Next is higher. This is a parry strike. L target while you see A, then quickly press A to perform a defensive strike. Haha! Very good. And again, L target and watch closely for A. Very good. Now finally the jump attack. Draw your sword, L target and press A. I remember doing that a lot in Skyward Sword on the Stalfos. I'd like I'd target them, just jump, hit them, and like immediately jump back. It would fail most of the time, but I'd like be circling them by jumping to the side a lot, because they're kind of hard to get at. It's just like try going up to them and constantly fight them is not a good idea, because they'll wreck your shit. You gotta play defensively. Come at me once more. Yeah! That was a fine display. And yet I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Link. I give it freely. Take the blade with you.
You accepted a hero's sword, wielded with B.
it's the hero sword. It should be like maybe a normal sword. Like in Skyward Sword, you have a similar thing where it's like you get a sword that's just a practice sword, and then you get like the proper sword, and apparently there's like another bit to it later on that I haven't got to yet. But it seems to be well, it's not really. It's only two. Actually, I don't know. Was there a similar thing in Twilight Princess? I don't remember. Use it wisely and carefully. You don't want to let down the kind old man who has entrusted it to you. Since the olden days, the sword has been used to fend off evil. What, the exact sword? You're just gonna casually let me have it? Its blade is infused with a desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Link. Now bow. What say you? Do you wish to practice your skills with sword? Nah, I'm good, thanks. Do not begrudge the effort required to build strength. If you change your mind, come see me. I will be happy to train you. But you have taught me everything there is to know, old man. At least I think so, anyway. Same thing happened to me in Skyward Sword. I'd go to the guy and he'd be like, I will teach you the same shit that I've already taught you. Got anything to say about the sword? Nope. Grandma.
Link, what is that thing you have on your back? Why are you carrying a dangerous thing like that around?
Because I'm the hero. A hero needs a shield, but I guess I probably have to. Yeah, I think I know what to do, actually. I think another character points it out. Because Link can't do things by himself without being informed to do so. It's like, hey Link, shouldn't you get a shield? It's like, oh yeah, now you mentioned it. Ah! Anything to say now? Wild animal scaly, just trust me on this one, alright? The secret is to blah. Copy off, go up to see if your wife has anything interesting to say.
So what are you doing? Me, personally, I'm just like running around with snot hanging from my nose.
It's time to cut the grass. Ah. Did you hear that noise, Link? Did something happen? What was it? Oh, say, that's a fine soul you have there, buddy. Just look at that thing. You know, you'd be doing me a big favor if you cut this here grass for me. Right on it. He's still walking up against the wall. Yeah, he is. Ah. I mean, look at this. I can just go like... In freaking Skyward Sword, though, I'd like slice that grass and it wouldn't freaking slice the grass. You gotta do it in an exact way. It's shit. Worst freaking grass cutting simulator ever. You gotta have that fine, fancy shit where you can get, like, every hit can get some of the grass that fades. Rather than taking 1,000 times. Sometimes you can find things in the grass when you cut it. So it isn't always a thankless chore, it pays, buddy. I cut your grass and that's all you gotta say to me. Is Aryll still up there? Yep. I think she is.
Oh, I hope whoever fell into the forest is alright. It's so terrible.
I can't climb over that.
Whee!
Of course, you gotta be careful in Zelda games when it comes to falling from heights. Let's cut the grass. No entry to forest paths are closed until the suspension bridge repairs are complete. Could have just put up a fence. Like plant some trees. I don't see anyone indicating I need a shield here. Maybe that happens later on. I think it does actually. Ooh, music stopped. It's stopping. We're getting ambience. What's up here? Very fat inside your head, increase your fortune. Man, this bridge is not safe. No wonder why they put up the sign. Look at that! It's literally made out of paper, that. And right in front of us as well, it's just like... What is this? Paper Mario? That's convenient, isn't it? Like, I'm just like... Well, I don't know. Well, she must have been knocked out by that, obviously. Should be some enemies around here soon. There he is. They're in every bloody game, these things, aren't they? I forgot how intense sounding it is. Man, I got flashbacks seeing that color with the animation there. It reminds me of a certain enemy that we'll encounter much later on in the game, and I ain't looking forward to it. Soundtrack is very ambient, isn't it? A lot of the tracks are really in like areas like this. Fairy found inside this spot marks the remains of an ancient fairy found in the legendary hero who was said to come here after battle so the fairies could ease his weakness. It was also said that whoever met with the great fairy who lived here was blessed with great fortune, so it came to be known as the fountain of the fortune goddess. Of course, we can't get through there without a bomb, and we don't get them until much later in the game. But is it like Ocarina of Time Link that came here? If that's the case, then it's gotta be a fairy fountain from Ocarina of Time. So, where were they all located? That seems like it would possibly indicate, like, possibly where this, you know, village island actually would technically be, you know, in Ocarina of Time. Because I'm curious about that. I'll have to look that up later. If I remember to. Just like controlling the area. Wait for someone to come and then they'll just like It's such a variety of expressions.
Oh, what's with that get-up? Well, whatever, so where am I? Oh, that's right. That giant bird came in.
Oh, it's Mr. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. I'm sorry.
Summit. That bird dropped me on the top of a mountain.
Well, wasn't that nice of it? She's very sarcastic and sassy, this one.
Well, don't just stand there. Let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full.
But, miss, what about this boy?
Don't worry about him. Come on.
I blend in with the background. Camouflage.
Big brother.
Ah, this music. I wonder if it's a remix partially of, like, Zelda's Lullaby, because I get that vibe from it. I think it's using some of the same notes, just played differently, and oh shit! Expressions.
That stupid kid, get a hold of yourself. She's gone. There's nothing you can do.
I mean, every character has a variety of expression, but Link especially.
Again, this is why I quite like the development. I mean, Link actually has, you know, a bit more motive to him rather than simply be like, oh, I am the chosen hero, I'll go save the world. Those eyes. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates, you know, pirates, the terror of the seas. What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get, a headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all, but that doesn't really have anything to do with us, now does it?
Hey.
And how do you figure that? Whoa, there, just who are you? What do you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird.
Yes, what do you mean by that?
Just be quiet for a moment, and I'll tell you. Now, as my work in rails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again.
I like how they just randomly highlight certain bits in the dialogues, like, because that's of importance. Long ears? I wonder why,
And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from the island also has long ears, does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Link here who saved you from the monsters in the forest.
Is this true?
Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Link's sister has made its foul nest to the north on the heights of the Forsaken Fortress, which was the area that I mentioned in the first part that I got stuck on way back in the day.
Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where...
So, what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Link a little help now, would it?
I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about the Forsaken Fortress. I mean, it's forsaken for God's sake, of course.
You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid. I mean, come on, even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with. Anything? Tell you what, if you can come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing. Once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you'd better go say goodbye to your family while you have a chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on it. Did you find anything you can use as a shield? Anything at all? No? You better hurry up and find one before I change my mind. I haven't even gone yet. Where did you come from?
Hey, shrimplets, are you gonna be our new pirate, Swabby? Cause any new swallow reports to me, Swabby. Guess this means I don't have to wash the other pirates' dirty armbands anymore.
She can't be serious. What does she figure bringing a shrimp like you on board? Talk about a joke. Boy, Miss Tenra's impulsive nature she has a way of landing us in hot water. Shrimp, if you're going to go sail on a pirate ship, you better be prepared to become a pirate, yeah? So if you get scared and start begging and crying at us to let you off the ship somewheres, then you're guaranteed to end up as shark bait.
You say this, man, but you clearly got emotional when you found her in the forest. It's like, it shows the way I was voice acting, but that's totally how he was, like, overly removed.
This is a terrible situation, Link. I'm truly sorry. Unfortunately, I can't go in your stead. But if anything happens, please come to my island. I will do what I can to aid you. Don't worry about your home while you're gone. If anything bad happens, I promise I will bring word of it to you. I swear.
Are you gonna point out where your island is, man? We'll get to that island later on in the game.
Think you're going somewhere? No? Hey, aren't you listening to me? Don't go, Link. Don't go.
What, do they know he's leaving then? Hey, I'm not talking to you. Look at his eyes, it's like he hasn't slept in days. It's like I've been looking, trying to catch these pigs for the missus, and it's not worked out for me. But you did it now, so I guess you can get some shut-eye later. Like your sister Aryll, she's... Don't tell me. You're not going to board that ship and try to save her, are you? With his puppet picture. I'll call it a party here. We will get the shield and stuff and all that dandy stuff. Look at that face. Anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.